Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we will learn how to create CSS responsive menu using only HTML and CSS. Now you can see here on my computer screen, I have this one amazing background color. Also, I have this one CSS menu icon with white background color. Also, you can see the three icons. When I click it, you will see my menu list with some beautiful hover effect. Also, you can see I have this one cancel icon where I can just say cancel and click it again. So we will create this using only HTML and CSS. So before starting this video, kindly please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also do share this channel to your fellow developers. So without wasting time, let's start the video. Hello guys, welcome back again. So here I'm going to create one folder called CSS menu. Now let's open this folder with our VS Code. So I'm going to say open with code. Let's just close this file. So I'm going to create one file called index.html. Also, I'm going to create one more file that is called style.css. Now on my index.html, we're going to create our basic HTML structure. So here I'm going to add title. Also next, I'm going to link my CSS with HTML. So by doing that, I'm going to say link, then I'm going to choose link CSS. Now that we have successfully connected our style.css with HTML. Now next we need to come is under the body. Now under the body we're going to create our first nav, that is we're going to create one div with a class name nav. Next we'll create an input and the type is going to be checkbox. Next we are going to create a 3 span tag. So just simply copy this and paste it 2 more times. Next we'll create is one more div with a class name menu. Here I'm going to add my menu list. So I'll say list. Then I'm going to use the anchor tag. So we're not going to link anything. So here I'm going to write my text home. Simply copy this. We need to add more menu list. So by doing that, I'm going to do copy and paste. Also, I'm going to change my text. Blog. Next, I'm going to add one more list. Contact. Or it should be contact. Now let's save this and let's go back to our folder. Let's open this with our browser. Simply double click. Now you can see we have our checkbox. Also we have our menu list. Next we're going to add is some styling. So simply go to your style.css. Here I'm going to write the basic CSS styling. Okay, so let's start with body. For the body, I'm going to give it margin 0, padding 0, mean height 100, view height. Also, we are going to add background color. Next, we are going to add is font family. And for my font family, I'm going to add open sans. Okay, so next we need to add is we're going to style our body again, and then I'm going to style my first class, that is nav. Remember, we have created one div with a class name nav. Also, I'm going to add my class menu, and for these two classes I'm going to give it display to be flex. Also, I'm going to say justify content center, align items center. Now if I save this, we're going to have a background color. Refresh your browser. Now you can see we have our background color, and also we have our nav and menu at the center. Come back to your VS Code. Here I'm going to style my nav position to be relative, background color to be white. Also, I'm going to add padding of 20 pixel. Transition, border radius, overflow, hidden. And lastly, I'm going to add box shadow. Zero 0.2. Next, I'm going to style is my menu separately. So for my menu, I'm going to give it margin and padding 0. Also, we're going to add width to be 0, overflow hidden, and lastly, I'm going to add transition. Next, I'm going to say nav, and then I'm going to style my input. I'm going to say checked menu. So here I'm going to add width of 450 pixel, which is perfect. Now let's save this file and go back to your browser, refresh it. Now you can see we have our menu icon coming up. Go back to your code. Here I'm going to style my menu list. So menu list, I'm going to give it list style to be none. Also, I'm going to add margin 0 10 pixel. Next is our menu list anchor tag. So here I'm going to say text decoration to be none. Color, text transform, font weight is going to be 600. Lastly, I'm going to add transition again. So for this text transform is going to transform our text to uppercase. So now if we save this, go back to your browser, refresh it, you can see our menu list. Now our text is uppercase also. Next we need to do is style our checkbox. So before doing that, I'm going to add some beautiful hover effect on our list items. So for this one, I'm going to add color. Next, I'm going to say nav input. Width 40 pixel. height 40 pixel. Also, I'm going to say cursor pointer. Lastly, I'm going to add opacity 0. Next is our span. Remember we have created 3 span tag. That is to make our menu icon. So let's add some styling. So I'm going to say position to be absolute. Also, I'm going to say left to be 30 pixel. Width 30 pixel. Height 4 pixel. Also, I'm going to add border radius of 50 pixel. Next is we'll add background color. Point event. I'm going to say none. Lastly, we're going to add transition of 0.5 second. Remember, we're using all our transition on this making CSS menu. We're using 0.5 second. Okay. So next, I'm going to say nav input. Again, I'm going to say checked. This time, I'm going to do our span. Remember, we created 3 span, that is to make our menu icon. Okay. So here, I'm going to say background color. Again, I'm going to say nav span. Here, I'm going to create nth child first. Okay. Or it should be second. Okay. Let's do it second. So for our first nth child, I'm going to say transform. Then I'm going to use translate y. -8 pixel. Simply copy this. Here I'm going to say input checked. So for our span nth child second, I'm going to add some transformation. So I'll say transform translate y 0. Then I'll say rotate -45. Okay. So simply we're going to copy this whole thing because we need to create 3 icons. Okay. Because we have created 3 span tag, so we are going to create 3 icons. So for this one is going to be my third nth child. Also, I'm going to change to 8 pixel. Here, instead of -45, I'm going to say 45. Next, let's create our third icon. So this is going to be the nth child, fourth. Okay, the fourth one. For here, I'm going to say negative. Instead of -8 pixel, I'm going to give it 0. Okay. So now let's save this file. Go back to your browser, refresh it. Now you can see we have our CSS menu icon, 3 menu icons. Okay. Now remember we created this using 3 span tag. Okay. Now let's click it. You can see we have problem with our cancel icon. But you can see our menu list, there's some beautiful hover effect. Now let's fix our cancel icon. Go back to your VS Code. So here you can see the last code that we have written is nav input checked span and tag second. So we need it to be fourth. Okay, change it to 4. Now let's save this and see if we have fixed our problem. Refresh. Now let's click our CSS menu icon. Still we have problem with our cancel icon. Now go back again. Here I'm going to say 3 because this is all together. The nth for the third nth child should be also the third. Okay. Now save this. Now check again if your problem is fixed. Refresh it and click your CSS menu icon. Now you can see we have our amazing cancel icon with background color. Let's cancel it. Click again. Also, you can see our menu list. There's some beautiful hover effect. So guys, that's all for our today's tutorial. We have completed creating our CSS menu icon using only HTML and CSS animation. Now guys, if you think this video was very helpful, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos, and also don't forget to share this video to your fellow developers. So till next time, bye.